A tiny Israeli tech company just quietly became a prime contractor for the US military. No press conference, no hype, just an SEC filing that dropped last Friday.
And the number is small, $350,000. That's not the story though. The story is what just changed for this company.
MTEK, ticker MTK, just announced they're supplying MILSTV vehicle-mounted audio system for armored fighting vehicle. This marks their first contract as a prime contractor, not a subcontractor buried 3 layers deep, the actual prime.
Think of it like the difference between being a subcontractor renovating one bathroom, versus being the general contractor who just got trusted to run the whole house. Same building, very different relationship with the client.
Zoom out for a second. The fiscal 2027 National Defense Authorization Act calls for $1.15 trillion in military spending, the first time that number has topped $1 trillion.
And a chunk of that is going toward exactly this kind of thing, modernizing vehicle systems, sensors, communications. The Pentagon isn't just buying more tanks, it's buying smarter tanks.
So when a company like this lands its first prime contract right as that budget wave is building, that's a timing story, not just a contract story.
Here's where we slow down. MTEK's core business has been edge video and AI systems, cameras, onboard processing, that kind of thing. This defense contract is a genuine expansion into new territory, battlefield audio systems.
So this isn't a company pivoting overnight into defense out of nowhere, it's an existing edge AI company adding a new product line, using tech they already understand.
Let's look at the float, the market cap, and recent price action here.
Now the part most channels skip. $350,000 is genuinely small. For context, that's not enough revenue to move the needle on its own, this only matters if it leads to follow-on orders.
And that's the real bet here, not the $350,000, but whether prime contractor status becomes a foot in the door for bigger contracts. If it doesn't, this is a one-off press release, not a growth story.
Also worth flagging, check before recording, cash position, burn rate, any warrant/dilution overhang given them tech ticker, insider selling activity. Small caps in this space frequently fund operations through dilution, which caps upside even when the news is good.
So where does this land for us?
I'd put this at a 5 out of 10, real, verifiable catalyst, sits inside a genuine budget tailwind, but the dollar amount is small and the real thesis depends entirely on follow-on contracts that haven't happened yet. This is a watch the next 90 days stock, not a this proves the thesis stock.
Here's the bigger question worth sitting with. As defense budgets shift towards smaller, smarter, AI-integrated systems instead of just bigger hardware, how many tiny companies like this one are quietly becoming suppliers to the world's largest military, before anyone's paying attention?
That's the trend we're going to keep tracking here. Subscribe if you want to catch the next one before it's obvious.